something like that. You're watching That Is Rich. My name is Rich. Your this is the crazy shit show that I call life, and or at least for the meantime, it's a little bit of a sketchy, scary situation, but I do have the squad of the century behind my back. I, the medical staff, the care team, the friends and family, all throughout literally the world. It's incredible. I've got support coming from as far as Romania, which has been incredible. A lot of outreach, a lot of social media fantasticness, as I'm sure you can anticipate by way of even this video. But nonetheless, let's jump into it. This video is an update for those who may have a question or two as to A, why I'm in the hospital again, and B, what's next, right? Everybody asks those questions. So let's go ahead and get started. My name is Rich. I do have stage 3 pancreatic cancer. This is a diagnosis that I got back in June. Please reference prior videos in order to catch up to where we are at today. At least to the update that I'll be providing. Um, so again, spoiler alert. I ended up getting the Whipple. I ended up becoming an eligible candidate for the Whipple. WHIPPLE. The University of, or the John Hopkins University has got a very good, extensive video on how the procedure goes. If you're not into anatomy and biology and pathways, et cetera, et cetera, et cetera, if you work retail, don't even worry about it. Truly, like it hurts my soul to even to just know that my brain is too slow to comprehend all of everything that is going on inside. If you're like me, just settle into the peace of knowing that I'm still breathing. Like call it good. Don't be naive necessarily though either. It's just I'm alive for the day. I don't know what any day looks like. There's the craziest, most violent outcomes a person can endure, and I feel like I've gone ahead and kind of went through a lot of those hoops thus far. But nonetheless, again, I was a candidate. I became a candidate for the Whipple procedure. Went in on March 2nd for said Whipple procedure. At that juncture, I had it. A few days later, I thought I was good to go. I'm a fairly fit guy these days, so I was able to kind of just pull it all together and push through and ultimately get discharged, fortunately, in a fairly timely manner. Um, yeah, I mean, expedited, if anything, not even timely, expedited. Unfortunately, that was like the worst decision I could have messed around with or made because it was only a few, I mean, probably like a week later that I collapsed. Um, I woke up on what was the morning or the Monday, 2 Mondays thereafter, right? And it was in such violent pain, white, white, white fire type, just in my chest. Very much, all jokes aside, no giggling at all. I thought I was gonna die. I thought I had I was having a heart attack. I thought my chest was on fire. I felt my left arm go numb actually, so that was concerning a lot. I ended up collapsing in my kitchen, and fortunately, my beautiful roommate was there to save me. So he went ahead and dragged me over to the emergency room there local to Colorado Springs, at which time I had some scans done. Those scans revealed that the surgery, or the incisions made, and et cetera, led to other things. Kind of as I've made mention before. Please reference the prior videos. But there was that chance of having an issue or two. These issues, the issues that arose from my surgery were just, it was a few air pockets. It was air and bile, and so I had air and bile just compiling in my abdominal cavity. But the pain was so tremendous, it just radiated into my chest, and it felt like it was on fire. Um, Fast forward a little bit, they did go ahead and ambulance ride me up to Denver where I had the surgery, the initial surgery, so I can be reviewed, etc. Like looked over, and that's exactly what they did. They went ahead and gave me some more scans and did some more labs and checked out my blood, checked out my insides, etc. Made the determination, hey, Rich, we need to split you back open, clean you out a little bit. We're gonna double up on the sutures that make all the connections, all the new connections. Again, please watch the procedure for the Whipple. But they've gone over all the sutures again, doubled up on those to secure them, and then sewed me back up. They also ended up running two drains, one in my side to the abdominal cavity in full, from what I understand, and then one through my other side, just both of which are just like physical tubes that go into my rib cage and then either into the empty space that is the abdominal cavity or actually through my liver into my small intestine, which is my other one. So just draining juices, draining air, just draining. Just like I need to drain my lips. It's crazy. Pause. So here we are now, Thursday, right? That was Monday. That all like a lot of that chaos was Monday. Here we are Thursday. I'm finally able to have a conversation or breathe or exhale long enough, put out a long enough exhale to even tell a story or answer any of these questions. But I've noticed that a few questions are coming up kind of on repeat, and it needs you need to review some prior videos. If you haven't necessarily started or followed from the beginning, I do apologize, but it's now become a full blown anatomy class to then go ahead and walk into explaining what all is going on. I don't want to do that. You probably don't want to hear it. So let's go ahead and leave it as it is. Um, Moving forward from that, I do now feel better. My pain is still between 7 to 10, depending on who I sneeze on or if I'm pushing too hard. But I mean, I'm alive. I'm alive. I'm walking around. I very much still the youngest person on my floor at any given time. Um, this has all been crazy. Definitely been something. Um, yeah, like I said, if you had any additional questions, yeah, please be prepared with some know-how, having watched the Whipple procedure, um, and or even, what are my prior videos, whether on Facebook Live or on here on Netflix, they should provide a pretty reasonable backdrop as to where, what all led up to this. So, yeah, I don't really have too much for you outside of that. Well, I guess, ultimately, to review what I just stated, uh, the Whipple procedure, the initial procedure, was not a success. I'm alive. I'm together and fully functional, but the cancerous mass, the tumor, is still lodged inside me. Just to be clear again, it is still inside me. They cut me open. They did do 90% of the Whipple procedure, but overall that main mass is lodged inside of me. So I did not do anything, unfortunately. Like there was no success. There's no, celebration as of yet. So it's, it is one day at a time. I am holding my head up high. I am staying strong. I am keeping positive. I am doing all these things, and I am not needing to be reminded to do so. But I would like to just like reel it back a little bit. Again, it's becoming overwhelming with answering a bunch of anatomy questions, and then to answer or make the attempt to answer as to what's next. I don't know. I don't know. I you know as much as I know. You probably can. I mean, the fact that I'm recording this video right now instead of doing more research to then know, you probably could Google it more so. What would be the following steps after a failed Whipple procedure? Google that. I don't know. I'm not gonna. I'm not gonna worry about it. I don't know what's next. I don't know how to answer that question. I am asked that about 20 times a day. I do love all of the support and the people that are curious, but it's difficult to say I don't know a couple dozen times a day. So nonetheless, we're here. I am alive. I'm trying to do stuff, but kind of stuck. Kind of stuck. Anywho, you guys are the best. Love you a bunch. Yeah. Please eat your veggies, and I'll catch you on the flip side.